everybody, welcome to Caroline's Closet. I am Caroline and I am a full-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, Amazon, and Mercari. This weekend sales are a little bit different than normal. You can see some of the stuff back there that I've been working on listing. A lot of war games and crazy stuff for a clothing reseller to work on. I am a mess today. I will say, I've mentioned in the previous videos, my stepfather was in hospice care and we were essentially just awaiting his last breath for the last few weeks. Well, he did pass last night, so I spent several hours, got home about 2:30 in the morning waiting with my mom for hospice and for the mortuary to come and take him and make sure my mother was okay. This is good though. It was time and this was necessary. So let me show you real quick what I have been working on all week and then we will get into what has sold. So totally out of my norm and wheelhouse, I have been listing old not video games. These are all board games, strategy games, everything from The Godfather, mobster type things. He even has some, like here's a boxing game and there's a horse racing game, board game. Most of them are all war games. Here are a few other titles that I have been listing. I have listed over 55, I think is what I'm at now. 55 games listed. Pretty much any war you can think of, he had a game for it. Now, I will say, I'm showing you this kind of because if you sell stuff like this, or if you find stuff like this, pick it up. There is a crazy market out there that is definitely unsaturated, and most of these games, as I'm looking them up, I have very little competition on, and they seem to be good sellers for good money. Some of them are going for in the 20s, but most of them are going for between $40 and $80. And then this one here is the most expensive one I've come across so far, and I think I'll get about $150 for this one. But it is crazy. Let me see, I don't even know if this one is or not, but most of these games my stepfather opened and punched out all the pieces. This one he left the pieces intact, which I think is one of the reasons that, yes, so all the little pieces that punch out he left intact. He hasn't opened anything in this game, which is one reason I'll do so well with it. But almost all of the games he opened and punched out all the pieces and then bagged them categorically. So none of them can be listed necessarily as new, but he hasn't touched or played any of them. This B17 one I think sold. That's one that's gonna go out today, so I'll be showing it off soon. I'll set it to the side for now. So those are the ones that are listed. I have two more of these U-Haul boxes in the car still to bring in. I left them out there in case I have time this weekend while I'm not here. I can do some listing at home, but they're just box upon box stocked full of tons and tons and tons of war games. Some of them he obviously bought used, and I'm definitely checking to make sure they are complete, but for the most part he kept them very, very nice. And I just have to double check and make sure all the components are there and take pictures and list them. But I've probably got, I'm less than halfway through right now. So it's been crazy, but I'm trying to get them up as fast as possible because I figure they will be hot Christmas present items to the right buyer. So that's what I've been listing all week, and that is one good reason why you won't be seeing a lot of clothing and accessory sales in my What Sold This Weekend video. Barely any Poshmark because I think I've only put 2 items on Poshmark this week, and I have not been doing a lot of Poshmark sharing. That definitely takes that down. The games are going on eBay and some on Amazon and some on Mercari, so that's where you're going to see a lot of those selling. But these are my Amazon sales for this weekend. They did ship one pan for me that was an FBA pan for 11 something. But this is what I'm shipping out. This is a portable studio, digital portable studio thing. This was also from my stepfather's music collection. He hoarded his music stuff just as much as he did his games. This sold for $419.67 on Amazon, so that does include the shipping, and most of that money will be going right back to my mother. But this had never been used at all. Some of his music equipment he did use and put back in the boxes, but this one had never been used. The cords for it had never been taken out of their wrap. So some lucky buyer is getting that for $420. And then this campaign book is for one of the war games, and he had basically, if there was a war game, he bought it. If there was a second version of the war game, he bought it. If there was a deluxe version of the war game, he bought it. If there were expansion packs for the war game, he bought them. If they later came out with a combo pack that included the war game plus the deluxe version of the war game plus the revised deluxe version of the war game, even if he already had all three of those versions separately, he bought that combo pack too. So basically, for any of his war games, if there was something else that came out for it, he bought it. This book was one of those things. It comes with like extra pieces, and he obviously opened the little cards that were there, but the pieces are all untouched. This sold on Amazon for $44.67, shipping included. And then this is just the Mouse Mansion children's book, sold on Amazon for $12.67. It's a fun book. This is the last of my mom's stuff going out for Saturday. This is that B17, Queen of the Skies, strategy board game. It is like a solitaire game. You don't need other players. And this one was one of the older ones. I'm looking for the date. Yeah, it was in 1983. A lot of his games were actually very recent, so he was still buying up until the last couple years. But this one was $54.67 plus shipping, and again, most of that money will go to my mom. I'm kind of hoping that over the next couple months I can trickle a couple $100s to her every week. Part of the reason I'm doing it with no consignment fee or anything is to pay for the car that she's giving me. So we kind of worked out an arrangement. My car payments is kind of what I would normally charge for a consignment fee, because her 2013 Ford Focus with less than 30,000 miles on it was in a lot nicer condition than my 2004 Town & Country minivan with 180,000 miles on it. So it's a good deal for both of us, and I'm hoping to trickle some good money in for her over the next couple months to help pay for her expenses. And yeah, I think right now I have I owe her like $410 already, that I'm just waiting for Amazon and Mercari and various sites to pay out so I can transfer to her account. These are my Poshmark sales for the weekend. So here is some stuff that is a little more typical of what I sell. This is a Vera Bradley crossbody bag. This came in a lot from the bin pickers, so my cost was about $4 per piece. I had it listed for $15 and I accepted a $10 offer, but only because of this tear in the bottom of it. Other than that, it is in excellent condition, very clean inside, very nice, but it does have that tear in the bottom, so I didn't list that high, and I wasn't going to turn down any offers. So $10 for this, I get $7.05. It is still a profit, and I've had a few bags from that lot already do really well for me, so I've already made my money back for everything. The other 3 items for Poshmark are all in a bundle. They are all men's, and I will say that if you sell only women's clothing, you are missing out. I know I don't show off a lot of men's stuff because I don't get a lot of men's stuff, and I don't try to get a lot of men's stuff, but I have probably less than 8% of my clothing racks and shoe racks are men's, and proportionately, I sell a lot of men's stuff. Probably double the men's stuff by percentage than what I sell in women's. So it does do really well for me. So they bought this Chicago Bears baseball cap. I hate saying baseball cap when it's not a baseball team, but that's what it is. So there's that. There's these Nike shoes, and these I got at Plato's Closet, and I didn't realize at the time this type of shoe that they have is designed to be personalized for teams. So it says Dunlap on one shoe and Play D on the other, but the shoes themselves are in amazing condition, and you know, somebody can definitely get a lot of wear out of these. They've barely been worn, barely any signs of dirt or anything scuffing on the soles. So I knew somebody would want them, but they do have Dunlap team name on the back. So those, and I think I paid $3 for those at Plato's. And then this Superman Brace for Impact shirt, which I believe also came for Plato's during their 90% off day. She created the bundle herself and sent me a $32 offer. I think my total, I was asking like 10 for the shirt, 10 for the hat, and 25 maybe for the shoes. So it was a relatively reasonable offer, and considering the shirt and the hat were very low cost to me, and the shoes I was iffy on whether or not they would sell because they had the name on the back, I gladly accepted. So $32 for those 3 items. And finally, for Saturday, I have this bag of Christmas themed jewelry. There's some earrings, there's some really cool brooches. There are a few pieces that look like a grandchild made them or something. These all came from my mother-in-law, her personal jewelry collection. So I just gathered a ton of the jewelry. There are a few that are branded, like this is just a Russ Bear. There is, I believe it's the snowman, I'm not certain, that is a Brighton Best piece, but it's a pendant that you can add to something else. Maybe it's not that snowman. There is a Brighton Best piece in there that's just a little pendant on its own. So there's some nice pieces, but the majority of them are all unbranded, unmarked, but super pretty. So this lot sold for $17 on Mercari, and that does include the shipping. I'm gonna get about $11 back in my pocket for them, and they were given to me free. And I just didn't have time to piece them out and list more individually. Plus some of the earrings, like this one has like a $3.99 or $3 tag on the back of it. So there are some cheap pieces thrown in, but some really nice ones that I probably could have gotten 10 or 15 on their own for. So $17 on Mercari for that, and that is my only Mercari sale going out today. And then we move on to my main eBay account. And I have 4 packages going out there. First up are these John Varvatos. It's worn off in there, hard to see, but John Varvatos is the brand, made in Italy. Men's slip-on loafer type shoes. They do have some wear. They took about 4 or 5 months to sell. I think I had them listed around $90. They sold on sale for $52.26. That does include the shipping, which will be about $9 or $10 in a priority mail shoebox. Then we have, this is a Chloe and Isabel necklace and earring set. And let's see if I can find the Chloe and Isabel little tag. Here you go. It says Isabel on one side and Chloe on the other. This set I got at Clothes Mentor for $1 during their final clearance event, and it sold for $34.67. That does include the shipping. I just got some more of Chloe and Isabel pieces in a thread-up lot. Oh my, pardon my nails, they're awful. So I'm excited to get those listed because this brand always does well for me. But I want to show off these boxes too. I bought these on eBay, a bunch of them from China, and I think my total cost was about 39 cents a piece. I bought a bunch of different sizes, so I've got these long necklace sizes, I've got some more square bracelet sizes, I've got some tiny little ring and earring sizes. But I only use them when I'm selling jewelry that sells for like over $20, $25. So I don't use them all the time. I'm not going to use them on a piece that I sell out for $5. But they are really nice. They add to the look of the package, and I will secure it in there a little better. But I just wanted to show off these boxes. And I just got them. I searched on eBay for jewelry boxes and went with the lowest prices. Found a ton of options, all from China, different colors, different styles, different sizes, all super cheap, and they have come in very handy for me. This pair of Sonoma Lifestyle pants, size 4 petite, sold for $9. I accepted a $9 offer on those. They had been listed for almost a year now, so I was happy to get rid of them, and they are a smaller size and a petite size, so take what I can get. And then I had both of these New York & Company, both size large. I actually got them at 2 different times. One of them's been listed, this blue one's been listed over a year, and then this gray one I just got recently and listed in the last 2 months or so. But they sold together, and the buyer paid, they were both on sale, the buyer paid $17.16 total. That does include the shipping. They will go in a flat rate. I'll end up with about $8 total back for them, but I paid less than $1 each for them, and just happy to get 2 more items out of here. And we are back. It is Monday morning, and I have a lot to ship today, and I am not feeling so hot today, so I am going to get to work and get these out as quick as I can. But first up, I'm doing Poshmark and Mercari because I only have 3 sales between the 2 of them. So this Under Armour size extra small, lightweight breast cancer awareness t-shirt. You can see the hanger through there. That's how kind of thin it is. But this sold, I sent out a $9 offer, so they got the $1.80 shipping discount. It's worn. It's not like worn out at all, but it is definitely signs of wear, and some of that's just fuzz, I think, on there. But so it's not in excellent condition, so I went ahead and sent a $9 offer. I got this in my mass lot from Clothes Mentor, buying out all of their excess clearance items. So also on Poshmark, and this was my oldest child's as a teenager, this Justice brand sparkly, silvery, shiny, glittery e-bag and e-wallet. These sold. I accepted a $10 offer for the lot. There's the Justice tag in there. So no shipping discount on that, but I accepted $10. And then this Analon cake pan sold for $10 on Mercari. I accepted that offer plus shipping, and that came from my first set of Via Trading palettes this summer. Moving on to my Amazon sales, just 3 going out today. Starting with this cute little cherished teddy Santa Claus guy, teddy bear. It's a tumble in the snow brings lots of ho-ho-hos. Roly-poly Santa figurine. Not all cherished teddies will do too well, and this one did sit for over a year before it sold. But I also haven't dropped the price or anything, and I never cross-posted him anywhere. He was originally with Amazon FBA, and then I had him sent back last year, and he's just been kind of sitting and waiting to sell. Sold for $32.67. That does include the shipping, but that won't take too much to ship. And I do find if you find cherished teddies that are holiday themed, or just something really special about them, like a roly-poly Santa Claus, they do have value to them. But generally I do not have too much luck with cherished teddies. Plus, you really need to find the box with them in order to be able to get anything good out of them. So there's that. This is one of my stepfather's games, D-Day at Omaha Beach. This one sold for $69.67, shipping included, and most of that will be going to my mother. And then this little Paw Patrol magnet board with a little activity book sold for $8.67, shipping included on that. And I did last night get a notification that I have one Amazon sale coming back. It is a $149 sale, and it is one of my mom's music equipment items from my stepfather. And the only thing, they just wrote as their reason that they no longer need it, which they needed it 4 days ago when they bought it, and then they got it and no longer need it. Fine, they have to pay for the shipping back and everything, so I'm not really going to be out that much. But it's December 9th right now. By the time I get it back, who knows, they could send it back after Christmas and it's still within their return time frame. So that's my only big issue with it. Is it something that I think somebody would want to gift for Christmas or ask for Christmas? And by the time I get it back, I may not have any time to sell it to somebody for Christmas. On to my small eBay account. Going to do this in batches because I have 10 items shipping on this account, which is a record for just this individual account. Although it is not so small anymore. This weekend I did get up over 600 listings, so I've been trying to get past 600 for the last like 2 months and hadn't been getting there. So not a very small account anymore, but small enough. And 10 items going out, starting with this Avia long sleeve quarter zip shirt. $6. I accepted it. No, I sent an offer of $6 plus shipping. Then there's these vintage Sesame Street baby rattle rings. They were on sale for $2.99 plus shipping. And those I think I picked up at a garage sale for my own baby just because I thought they were fun and it was time to get rid of them. But they are super cute. And then we have this Nespresso Virtualine machine. Everything is new, never removed from the box. But it does not have a milk frother. So this box was initially in a much larger box with a small box of it with a milk frother, and I believe somewhere on it it says like not for individual sale or something. So I am assuming I'm going to get a complaint saying, where's the milk frother? I thought I'd get a milk frother with this, but nope, there is none, and it is explicitly mentioned in the listing that there is no milk frother, so hopefully they read. I'd bet money on the fact that they didn't, but we'll see. So there's this for $113.80 was the sale price plus shipping. And then this is a iLive wireless music beanie. So it is a beanie cap that you can listen to your music through while you're running in the cold or standing at the bus stop or whatever the case may be. This I got in a liquidation lot, not this last summer, but the summer before I was doing any videos. And I paid about like $325 for about 120 items. And they were all very random, like not a lot of duplicates or anything. This was one of them, and so it has sat for over a year. I sent an $8 offer, and that includes the shipping. Luckily, it's probably 8 ounces or less, but I'm just sick of seeing it around and happy to get it gone. Okay, also on the small eBay account, I have this Tiger Leader game. Another one of these DVG Dan Verson games from my stepfather's collection. This sold for $59.67 plus shipping, and most of that money will go to my mother. This one is a little owl hand puppet, snowy owl hand puppet, and you can turn its head all the way around. Hello, how are you today? This was my daughter's. She got it for Christmas a couple years ago, never played with it, and asked me if she could sell it to make a little money. Sold for $16.67 plus shipping, and that will likely be put towards the purchase of LOLs. Next up, we have this picture frame, neon yellow acrylic frame. This came from my first set of Via Trading boxes, pallets this summer. Sold for $10 plus shipping. And by the way, I have like 30 more of these, so if you need any acrylic frames, let me know. Okay, next up, these two DVDs, also from my stepfather's vast collection. Flashback sold for $5.40 plus shipping, and the Duelists was an auction, and it got bid up from, I believe, $4.99 to $16. $16 plus shipping on that one. And then finally, this GE Space Maker. It's a radio that you mount under the cabinet. Got this at a church rummage sale this summer for 75 cents, I believe. Sold it for $20.75 on sale plus shipping. And finally, on to my main eBay account. Actually, only 9 items on this account. I had 10 on my secondary account. And it is 1:41 in the afternoon. Oh my God, I have done nothing. Nothing today. I just can't get motivated. I feel like I've been moving all day, though. I've been doing the shipping, and I guess a lot of the stuff I've shipped so far has been a little more entailed in having to pack and seek out the perfect boxes, and oh well. I'm going to get these done, hopefully before the mailman comes, and get them out. These are New York & Company, super big. I think they were 3.25 inch across diameter hoop earrings. These I've had listed for over a year, and they just sold on auction. I sent a $9 offer, and that includes free shipping on these. Not an auction item. Really thought that was an auction item. I don't know. I'm so out of it. This is just a Trestique lip crayon from an Ipsy box a couple months ago. Sold for $8.17. That includes the shipping also. This I've had listed for over a year. It is a sterling silver little monkey charm. And he was listed over a year, but I just recently updated the pictures on him. The first ones were just really awful. I don't know how I even let myself post them to begin with. You couldn't see his detail or anything. So I just, within the last month or so, put up new pictures for the listing, and he just sold for $16.67. And that does include the shipping. I got him from a Clothesment or clearance event for $1 a little while ago. These are House of Harlow earrings that I received in a recent, I want to say they came in one of the Goodwill boxes, but I'm not sure. There you can see the little HH symbol. These sold, they're going to the UK for £10, which is about the equivalent of 14 US dollars plus shipping. Then I have these Talbot's little slides. They have never really been worn or barely been worn, if at all, but they are size 5s. These I've had listed for only about 3 months or so, but I've had them for probably over 2 years, just had never gotten around to listing them. So they were given to me free and they sold. I accepted an offer on those of $13.50 plus shipping. Next up we have this is a Cedric's Rex rabbit fur little evening bag. If I can pop it open, see the inside. Genuine Rex fur, professional fur cleaning. Just the most super soft bag I've ever felt. And let me pan out a little bit. It's just like little fur tassels all over on it. Anyway, it's in excellent condition, and I picked this up this summer for $3 at a garage sale. It sold for $44.75 plus shipping. It's been listed about 3 months. Then we have another purple workout shirt that's been listed for over a year. This one is Tech Gear. Size extra small, listed over a year, little waffle shirt. Sold for $7.50. I believe I accepted the offer. Maybe I sent the offer. I have no idea. Plus shipping on that. And then we have these pants are Chico's, size 0.5, which is about a size small. They are a little worn. These have been listed for also a year now, so got rid of a lot of old stuff at least. Just super lightweight, comfy pants, and they sold for $13.83. That does include the shipping. They are under a pound. And then finally we have this Play-Doh Town. This I bought at a local Bergner's going out of business sale. Been a year ago on these too. I bought 5 of them. I think after this one I still have 3 left to go. So I've only sold 1 so far. And this sold for $31.27 plus shipping. And I think one of my remaining 3 I am setting aside for my 2-year-old for Christmas. Alright guys, that is it. I did have 2 more items sell that will not go out today because I have just been so out of it all day and have not wanted to work at all. And I realize now I'm wearing the same hoodie that I was wearing when I started this video on Saturday. I promise I change clothes, I do, I shower, I bathe, I'm clean. But yeah, I have my like 3 favorite hoodies that you will see a lot of this winter. I don't have heat in this eBay house, so that's that. But I did want to share this. This box was delivered to me today, and the FedEx guy, stuff just spilled out of it. The FedEx guy knocked on the door, which he never does. He like tosses the boxes on the porch and like runs as fast as he can, it seems. But he knocked on the door and I was like, oh good, can I give you one to take? I had one Mercari FedEx package going out. He's like, yeah, I'll take it, but you have to do me a favor. I was like, what? And he said, can you open this and see that it's not broken? Because I almost just took it back and refused to deliver it to you. Because it sounds like shattered glass in there. But anyway, this is my Goodwill 10 pounds of DIY crafting jewelry that arrived. So I told him I didn't bother opening it, but I was like, yeah, it's just a bunch of jewelry, and there's obviously some broken beads and stuff in there, and they are coming out the bottom as I was shaking it. So this will be coming sometime this week. I will open this, and it makes me appreciate all the more with ThreadUp's 5-pound and 10-pound DIY rescue boxes. They put the jewelry in bags, and then they tape those bags so that the jewelry cannot move in there. It is solid inside those bags. And this obviously Goodwill needs to take a little bit of a lesson in doing that, because the FedEx guy almost just sent this back and said it's broken. I'm not even going to bother delivering it. Which he understood when I told him what it was. And he said he had another one recently too that he thought was broken, and it ended up being Legos. So there's that. Anyway, this is my what sold video, and I'm done, and I'm just calling it quits for the day because it's after 3 o'clock and I just really want to take a nap. That's all I really want to do, just take a nap. Guess I should try to list something, maybe just one thing, so I can say I did something today, but the rest of this week I really have to get my butt in gear. So I hope you guys are feeling wonderful and having a wonderful day and having a good sales weekend. And man, I kind of want to tear into this. This could be a sick day thing to do. Might just do that. Okay guys, I'm done. Bye.